Good morning, everyone. Ohayo gozaimasu. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here once again this morning, just hoping to raise the vibration of our collective consciousness. And today is Saturday, and it is the 24th day of September of 2016. Boo, 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 boo. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, as they say, up here in North America, it is just the equinox. Just going through the equinox. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. It's like nature saying, okay, everybody, we're going to hunker down for the winter. Ripened fruits and vegetables. Even the gourds and the pumpkins and things like that starting to come in. It's get the potatoes out of the ground time. It's pull up bulbs and your onions and your garlic and your things like that. It's that time now. Okay? Starting to get that time. Maybe not quite, hurry up, get them out of the ground, it's gonna snow. No, but it's like, let's be mindful of where everything is. Okay. The vegetation is dying back. It's that switch that goes off of, the days are longer, and now boom, days and night same. And then boom, okay, now the nights are going to start getting a little bit longer. Letting everything know that it's time to mature. Let's go to seed. That's what everything's saying. And spiritually, it's the same thing. It's, when springtime comes, you put out the vivid colors and all that nectar, and you're attracting. Yes, you want to get pollinated. You want to procreate. That's what the energies are like. They're like vivid and bright and yay, and they smell pretty, and everything's all excited, okay? And you go through summer, and then we went through summer, and it was a time of, yes, we are at our vividest. Most vivid, we're shining, we're putting it out there, and all of the interactions that happen are to perpetuate that which we are trying to grow in this world. Then as autumn comes, it's okay. Now we've gathered all of this goodness. We've gathered everything we need. And now let's make seeds. Let's really make something that's going to perpetuate in this world. See what I'm saying? Perpetuate that which it is that we are. Case in point, like me drawing, a little seed. It's time to actually like making videos, like, I don't know, anything that we do, all our interactions are actually a little bitty seeds we're planting in this world. When you're kind or nice to someone, that's a little seed you just planted in their heart. Of, hey, that felt good. You see, somebody was nice to me. Felt good. And it helps it grow inside of them every time you're nice back. Until, wow, they can actually turn around and feel like being nice themselves. So now you're fruited. Do you see? Something that's going to hold, it's going to incubate throughout the long winter. And then comes springtime. You see what I'm saying? The fruit will come forth. And we are hunkering down now. This is our hunkering down time. Because winter's coming. This is what needs to be done. Are there, what needs to be gathered? What needs to be pruned? What needs to be raked? What needs to be covered? See what I'm saying? These things make sure we have enough for the winter. And it's still the end of summer. So let's enjoy ourselves. See what I'm saying? It's like having a backlist going of what needs to get done while you're still enjoying the now. taking care of what needs to happen now. You know what I'm saying? I just love the autumn. Autumn feels like, I don't know. This was like, it's like so my time of year. Even though I'm born in the spring, you know, I get my twin flame is born in the autumn. Actually, we are exactly uh, 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days apart. kind of, and we just happen to be, you know. So it's that exact balance of each other. That's what we're going into. The energies are, yes, this is completely serious. Be mindful of every little detail. Okay? Balanced by everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did take care of every detail. Don't worry about it. We've been taking care of the details as we go along. Okay, so it's kind of like double check, okay. Double check, okay. Double check, everything's cool. Is everything cool? Everything's cool. It's alright, it's alright. You know? That kind of energies. And I just got this beautiful wave of love that came over me, like God saying, it's alright. You know, like we look at God and say, it's alright, God. And God says, it's alright. You know, oh, cool. You know, so I felt like a big it's alright from God, you know. That everything's good. Ducks are in a row. They know where the water is. You know what I'm saying? Ducks got it under control. You know? Today is, it's like somebody handed you a blank slate and the implements to create. Like, here you go. You know? It's like someone handed you a big lump of clay, put it in front of you and said, whatever you want to make, go ahead. Let's see what you come up with. It's like that, okay? You are going to design the future. I'm going to give it to you, this big lump of empty ether. Ta-da! Here it is, okay? Now, what do you want to create? This is what life is going to be like. Your future. Create it. Okay? Be detailed. Be realistic. Okay? You research. Do your research. When you're, can it be like that? Well, check it out. Do your research if you need. Do your experiments. You know, get yourself to know your calculations if you need to. All right? Or, you know, squish it this way, squish it that way, make it there. See if it's practical, yes, but really go for it. You know what I'm saying? This is your dream. This is your creation. You know, this is your blank piece of paper, and here's a box of crayons, and you're going to create your vision of the future. So really go for it, because it's your vision. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Yes. I see trees and I see greenery, and I see, of course, what do I say? I see fresh air and clean water and smiling, twinkling eyes. I see herds, right? Chickens and turkeys too, and you know, the everything. I see all beautiful animals. I see wonderful greenery. I see trees bearing fruit. And then I hear music and laughter. Right? Yes, in the evening I hear music and laughter and the crackle of a fire and dancing and harmony and love. And then later in the evening, the peacefulness. As all of the loved ones go up to sleep, and there's that beautiful feeling of thank you, God. Thank you, God, for today. Thank you, God, for tomorrow. So it is I, Gina Louisa, just in a feeling of complete gratitude. And this is the reality, and this is the dream. And as we take reality, what we have now, and we keep that dream going, we watch them settle in like this. Understand that your dream, your future, is as real as the future, as the now that you're in. Okay? Because without that dream, you won't make anything. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, well, everything's gonna just stay the same. Okay, so I gave you that blank piece of paper and all the crayons, and your vision is it's just gonna stay white. And so you don't ever draw anything. And that's exactly how it will stay. Nothing. It'll be a blank piece of paper. And if you just want to scribble, scrabble all over it, well, that's what you're gonna get, okay? With no clear vision of what you see, you know. But if you're like, you grab that crayon, you're like, you know what I see? I see trees here, and there's this one's an apple tree, and this one's a peach tree, and that's a big cherry tree right there, and those are cows walking around over there, and I see chickens, and yes, exactly, and a big beautiful greenhouse, and oh yeah, lovely view, and here's a fire in the evening over here, people playing the guitar and dancing around by the fire over here, and yep. Now, look, when I look at that, yeah, the more that I put on there, oh my God, the more I could put on there. Like, wow, great. And here's this, and here's true love, my true love by my side. And we're dancing over here by the fire with the music that's going on. My true love takes my hand and wheels me, in crazy whirlwind mishmash hodgepodge steps, we just bliss, okay? We're bouncing around in bliss, holding each other and laughing. All right. See my grandchildren growing up. In the woods. You see what I'm saying? I see it. I see us in the woods. I see us relaxed and peaceful and living like human beings on this earth. Tending and reaping. Alright? I am a Native American. I am of Native American ancestry. Yes, Italian too. But I'll mention it for anyone who doesn't know. On my father's side, my father's mother, well, her mother was a full-blooded Native American woman who, as a child, was taken and sold into slavery. And she was put on a boat, which she said was awful, 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 and then sold, and then put on another boat, which was nice, and then wound up with the family, a very nice family. She said she in Italy is where she grew up, which is why I'm Italian, right? And then when she was when she grew up and married and had a family, but was still owned by this other family, still their slave, as it were. When my grandmother was 16, her father was able finally to buy her mother's freedom. And her mother was too sick and could never come back to America. She did die in Italy. But her husband took her children back to America for her. Because in her, just like starting this farm burns in my heart and soul. It has to happen. It's something I know I'm going to do. Okay, I've been manifesting it, and ever since I was a little kid, always is this. Okay, and now I just turn it up. Manifesting it. I'm all about it. I'm researching it. I'm writing it. I'm drawing it. And this is what I'm doing. I am doing all the practical steps, and this is what's going to happen. And the more I do that, the more I know it's just going to happen. It can't help but happen. I'm manifesting this, okay? Back then, this Native American woman who remembered when she was a little girl being from another place, okay? Remembered what happened. Her family is slaughtered, and the children are taken into boats. And she never forgot all of that, okay? So that when she grew up, even though she was too sick herself to ever see her homeland again, her husband promised to bring her children back to her homeland. You see, this burned inside of her heart and soul. It burned inside of her heart and soul. You see, the way it burns inside of my heart and soul to see us back, not only living on this land as a white man in this whatever it is kind of scenario we got going on here. But to see ourselves on the native land living as human beings, yes, tending and reaping. You see, tending and reaping, tending and reaping. Ah, yes, with reverence and love. This is my vision. Gina Louisa, just pouring on the the visualizing and the magic, the manifesting, pouring it on. For soon is it to settle into this world. As each one of you locks onto your vision of abundance, and joy, and love, you can't help but settle into your future. Okay? It can't help but settle into your future. You know, like go find like anybody with any profession at all, even you with your profession. Okay, before you actually stepped into that profession, you had a maybe I should and you didn't just like, oh yeah, maybe I should. So you see yourself over here as a whatever, all right? And Dr. Lawyer, Indian Chief, well, Indian Chief, maybe not that one, but say you see yourself as a fireman or a doctor or a nurse or whatever, a teacher or whatever. Okay, you see that. Here you are as that. That's what you see. But over here, you're just a kid or something, and you're like, but what do? You see it. That's what I want to be. And it's not like you say, that's what I want to be, and then you go walking off and do something else, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't become that. If you're going to see it, but then walk off and go do something else. No, you see it, and then you take the steps necessary. It's like, wow, you go in the classes, show up for classes, do all the homework, step by step by step. Eventually, you got to where you are. You get to where you see. You get where you aim. You do. You get what you aim at, right? In my song, it says you get what you fish for if you use the right bait. You get just what you fish for when you use the right bait. So, our dream is what we are manifesting, right? And the right bait is knowing with emotion that this is what is, right? With love, with reverence, not doubting it. No doubt, no fear, no doubt. Just hold that vision inside. This is what needs to be done, so this is what I'm doing. It's getting prepared for your happily ever after. So, I love you all. I am trying to exude as much magic as I can. Alright? Let it wash over everyone. I take your hands. I love you. Share my magic and sharing that positiveness. Okay? Sharing my atmosphere. Letting you know that every minute of every day, my magic is around fresh air and clean water and loving smiles and healthy herds. Yes. Abundance for all. I'll see you in the morning, everyone. Namaste. See you in the morning. Tomorrow is Sunday. Because God is willing, and so am I.